Hi everyone. Today I'm just repotting some little seeds that I grew, and I wanted to go through a few of the mistakes, one of which you will see very soon, because I didn't save the big tasks for when the toddler was otherwise preoccupied. And there you go, she just knocked over a big bucket of water. So lesson learned. Next time I'll save the big gardening tasks for when she's otherwise preoccupied or while she's having a nap. So this is me just putting in some tomato seedlings. I wanted to put the seedlings in with a few other plants like the chives and the wildflowers to try to deter some pests from getting to them, because they might not like the smell of the chives. I don't know, it's all just an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. I also wanted to repot these seedlings because they were getting very leggy, which leads me to mistake number 2 is I think I started them a little bit too early when there wasn't enough sunlight. And so they got really leggy in some cases, so I had to take them out and repot them and see if I could salvage any of them. I hope that some of them will survive this repotting. I'm hoping maybe like 50% would be a good 50% would be a good number, but we'll see. So I've just sort of started potting these tomato seedlings in first, and then potting some wildflowers and chives around them. Came into a bit of difficulty here as well because I didn't really sow the seeds spaced out enough, so I felt like I was pulling up too many at a time and maybe damaging the roots in the process. So next time I do this, I will sow the seeds a little bit further out so it's easier to transplant them into a bigger pot. Something that also added to the difficulty was they were very fragile, the little seeds, so I would have preferred to leave them in to get them a bit stronger, but as you can see, some were really long. These, I don't know what they are because they're just a mix of wildflowers, but they got really long and they only had 2 leaves on them, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, I felt like they just needed to go out and then I could start again with more seeds. And I guess that's the final lesson here. I just wanted to keep trying, keep sowing seeds and experiment and learn as I go, and hopefully I'll have some that survive. I guess it's like a numbers game. I just wanted to see how many would survive, and it was already really exciting to see, little shoots appear from the seeds. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will be able to salvage some plants out of this. And the important thing is I've learned a few lessons, and I'm excited for spring to be here so that we can plant some more things and see what happens this season. I still have a vision of lots of bees and butterflies coming to visit my flowers and just like lots of colour, filling my outdoor space. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Complete beginner, so if you have any tips, let me know. If you live in Melbourne and have any recommendations of like easy flowers and plants to grow here, let me know as well. Thanks. I will keep trying, I guess. That's the only thing to do. Here I am also experimenting by putting a bit of mulch at the bottom before I put the soil in. Just using a potting mix that I got from Bunnings. Hopefully in the future I can use compost that I've made. Got a couple of small bins going, so hopefully they'll produce some compost. There are heaps of worms in them, so hopefully it'll make homemade dirt and soil soon, rich in organic matter. So I did a couple of pots today, planted the tomato seedlings. I still have a few left in their little pots indoors, and they're nice to look at next to the window every day. It's cool because we discovered that at night the leaves close up and then in the morning they open with the sun. So that was a nice little discovery. And yeah, I guess it's all a discovery. and it's fun watching something grow over time. It's also teaching me patience, because usually when I bake something, it's done within a day at most, if not within a couple hours, and I can put it together and see what the results are and then eat the results pretty fast. But this is sort of, gardening is like a slower process where I get to check back on things once a day or a couple times a day and see what the progress is. I get to wait sometimes a couple weeks before I see any shoots appear above the ground, and it's kind of relaxing and nice to think about all the stuff that's happening underneath the ground that we can't see, but we know it's there, which is kind of like having faith and hope that we will come out of lockdown at some point, because we can't see it right now, but it'll happen. I'm sure it will. Yeah, so gardening is part of a few hobbies that I have right now, keeping me sane, and hopefully it will also grow bigger and stronger. And if not, there's always the nursery and I can buy plants. But for now, we'll keep experimenting. Anyway, hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.